As was expected, Llama 3 is living up to its expectations. Over the course of last few hours, I have created various videos covering Llama 3. So if you're interested, please check out my channel where I have shown you how to get it installed locally, how to fine tune it with different methods, and a very deep overview as how Llama 3 works. In this video, I am going to show you how to build a code interpreter by using this E2B sandbox. I have also covered this E2B sandbox in great detail on the channel, so please search it out. Plus, I will also be using this Together's API. By the way, you can also check out this Llama 3 8 billion and 70 billion from Together's playground. Pretty cool. Before I delve into as how to create this code interpreter powered by Llama 3, let me again give you a very quick overview of Llama 3. Llama 3 is the next generation of state-of-the-art open source language model by Meta. Llama 3 models are available or will be available very soon on a lot of platforms like AWS, Databricks, GCP, Hugging Face, and many more. And this can be executed on platforms like AMD, Dell, Intel, Nvidia, and Qualcomm. Llama 3 is one of the most capable open source model at the moment. It is quite responsible too. It also includes new trust and safety tools with Llama Guard, Code Shield, and CyberSec Eval 2. This Llama 3 comes into two flavors, 8 billion and 70 billion, and soon we might also see a 400 billion plus model which is still under training. It is not still out there, but expect it to be out very very soon. There are a lot of improvements of this Llama 3 over Llama 2. For example, this uh, model Llama 3 uses a tick tokenizer instead of sentence piece. It also improves inference efficiency a lot. It has adopted grouped query attention GQA across both 8 billion and 70 billion sizes, and these models have been trained on sequences of 8K tokens using a mask to ensure self-attention does not cross document boundaries. Llama 3 uses a tokenizer with a vocabulary of 128K tokens that encodes language much more efficiently, which leads to substantially improved model performance. And there are a lot of goodies in this model, which is, as I said, you can read through my channel and you should be uh, getting more and more insight about it. Okay, having said that, you would need to go in order to do this video on your own Google Colab or any Jupyter notebook. You would need to go to E2B website and get their API key. All you need to do is to just sign up with your email, and as you can see on the top right, I already have my API key. And then similarly go to Together.ai, then click on your profile photo on the top right, click on settings, and then it's a bit slow, so you should see um, API keys here. So from here you can simply copy your API key. So you would need these two API keys. Both are free because you get a lot of credits with both of these. So really hats off to them. Now let's go to Google Colab and change the runtime to T4 GPU. That is done. Now let me simply install the prerequisites. I'm installing Together an E2B code interpreter. This is what we are going to use. So let's install it and wait for it to finish. Okay, so all the prerequisites are done now. In the next step, we need to grab the API keys which I just mentioned and then click on this key icon on the left hand side. And as you can see, I already created the secrets Together underscore API key and E2B underscore API key. And I've also enabled the access to them for this notebook. So make sure you have them, and then let's scroll down, click on code, and then let's also put them in our variables by extracting them from these keys. That is done. Now both of the keys are stored in these keys, and they are quite secret. This is a recommended way of setting your keys in the environment. And now let's set our model. This is a Llama 3 8 billion chat model which I'm setting. You can also set 70 billion one, but let's go with the 8 billion this time. And now let's also set up our system prompt. System prompt is simply for the code interpreter. It is telling that you are a Python data scientist and you are given tasks to complete and run Python code to solve them. And then all the guardrails which you need to put in the prompt. And of course, you can change the language to supported by the model, but let's go with the Python this time. And now let's define a function for our code interpreter. So there you go. So this is a simple function where we are just passing it E2B code interpreter and the code which we want to interpret, and then executing the notebook cell and then printing it out and executing the results. So I already have created it. Let's go to the next step. Now what is happening in this one? First, we are importing some of the libraries. We are setting our together API key from where we will be accessing the model, and then we are matching the code blocks and then chatting with the Llama, which is hosted on together.ai. And then we are just issuing the chat completion, just getting the response back from the model, and then we are printing the response, and also then we are iterating through the code blocks and also printing out the code interpreter's results. We run it. It's done. And now let's call the code interpreter and then print the results. So this is a simple code where we are simply importing code interpreter from E2B code interpreter sandbox, and then in this with block we are setting the API key and calling the Llama with this prompt, which is simply asking calculate the value of pi using Monte Carlo method, and use this iteration and all that stuff, visualize all points, and then we are iterating through the results and printing it, and then we are printing the first result. So let's run it. There you go. So you see this. So this is a user method, and then it is showing you all it is doing below. So let me scroll down. There you go. Let's start from the top. There's the points array. It is generating the random points, initializing the count, and then checking. You see how good is that estimated, and running code interpreter, and then giving us the estimated value of pi. And because we had asked it to visualize this result, so it has also visualized that result. How good is that? And you see that everything was so quick, courtesy to E2B sandbox, and also together AI's hosted Llama 8 billion. You can simply use Llama 370 billion too if you like here. So that's it, guys. This is how easy it is to create a code interpreter with the help of this E2B and Together. So really hats off to both of these companies for making it so easy and be so quick to introduce the Llama 3 versions here. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please do me a favor and share it among your network, as that helps a lot. Thanks for watching.